All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Welcome to the live stream. Today is 10th of December 2025. Okay. Hey, hello, hello. Wasn't expecting you this afternoon. Okay. Surprise, 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 surprise. Hey, everyone, how are you doing, guys? How are you doing? Can you guys hear me clearly? Sound check, testing 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Okay, so let's just like break down the chart first. Seeing first, just like need to remove these all things. Sound clear? 1 2 3. Hello, 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 hello. Wow, man, look at this one. Look at this one now. So we just like doing consolidation from a 1 2 3 4 5 6 days. It's been like 6 days. We just like continuously doing consolidation on a higher time frame. And today we are actually heading towards FOMC. So I'm just like gonna see what's just like going in these weeks and this range. Actually, yeah, somewhere here. So I just like need to jump from this daily to H4. Wow, this H4 just like close below 42. That's great. Actually, in the current kind of just like pushing to the upside. And let me just like jump from H4 to H1. H1 just like rejecting with a long rejection wave, continuously pushing to a downside. I just like need to readjust my zones actually. We are just like having a support here. So I just like need to jump from H1 to M30. M30 we are having this support. All right, and I think so sticking with the 30-minute time frame will make sense. We are having this resistance area. So might be due to FOMC, might be we just like going to be face some kind of a volatility. So no forceful trade going to be taken today actually. I just like gonna see some kind of a good structure should be printed here before I just like gonna execute on something like look at this one. This should be something like a very beautiful sell setup actually. The candle just like created a long rejection wick. This one, the previous one, this one, and this candle just like broke this low. We are having like a clean traffic on the left hand, so you know what? I think so it's still valid if it's like going to break the low again. Stopping, placing stop loss somewhere here. But it's a pre-NY session time. Most of the time during the pre-NY session time, I mostly took losses actually. But you know what? If this candle just like going to break this low again, I think so it would be a very beautiful probability to continuously pushing to a downside. Oh man, it's complicated right now. Just like come on the chart, didn't knew that how market is like reacting today, but it looks good to me actually. So I actually thinking about to give my trade a chance here by placing stop loss above this candle high, expecting volume to push it to the continuously pushing to the downside, and it's FOMC we are having later. So how I could like manage the risk in this trade? If this can just like come back, break its opening price, I'm just like gonna close my 50% position. This is something I could do. And if it's just like went in my favor like 20 pips something like that, so I'm just like gonna close 80% position there. So let's see. It's like a very beautiful structure. We just like continuously created a resistance, created a support. It just like rejected with a long rejection week. Next kind of created a wick. Now it's just like breaking the low. Once it's just like going to break its own low, it should be continuously pushing to the downside. This is what I'm just like expecting from it. And if it's just like going to break its opening price again, then I would like to close my 50% position actually. That actually makes sense. Wow, look at this one, what a rejection. So here I just like need to close my 50% position. You know what? What stop loss I'm having? Just like a 17 pip stop loss. So I think so, but I should need to be managed from this 17 pips. Hmm. Wow. But still, I think so. Still, such a early trade. but still it makes sense if it's just like pushing to the downside, broke the low. And I think so it could be not gonna worked out just due to I am executing before the opening of NY session. I hate this thing. Do you know what? Whenever I'm just like try to execute on some structure before opening of NY session, higher probability I'm just like gonna to close is there. Very high probability. Look at this one. Once more a great example. Look at this one. I hate you. You know what? Look at this one. Just like took my stop loss. Now just like pushing to the downside. Even I just like executed here because it's just like rejecting from the psychological number of 4200, expecting volume to continuously pushing it to the downside. But yeah, man, I hate this thing. You know what? How I can give my trade another chance here? Still, how I could give my trade another chance if it's just like going to break this low. So let's see. Now I'm just like going to be wait for this 50-minute candle to be closed. Look at this one. It just like took my SL. Now it's just like coming down to downside. Oh man, it's not a good start. All right, so just like waiting right now. Let's see how this 50-minute candle just like about to be closed. So Mr. Jacko just like send me the chart. Let me just like look at this one. You know what? This is something always happen whenever I just like try to execute before the opening of NY session. So executed a buy here, stop loss was here. Yeah, it's just like make sense. This candle just like close above the previous candle high. So yeah, it's just like makes sense. If you just like execute it and secure some money here, that makes sense. Very beautiful. Nice execution, I would say. Okay, Cass, can you explain this rule, please? Can I trade right now if I have restricted news in 1545? I don't know which platform you're just like using. If you're using like Dominion funding, I think so. They are having the rule of like you cannot trade 15 minutes before and 50 minutes after. In this 10 minutes bracket, you cannot trade during the news actually. Okay, so did you took any trades in London session? No, I just like didn't. I just like come right. You know what? This is my rule for whenever there's just like CPI, FOMC, or I would say like NFP. If there are some these kind of news just like coming up, the whole day I just like try to avoid the trading actually, to be honest. So I always let the news to settle the dust, then make some plan, and then might be after the news, during the news, or might be like tomorrow I'm just like gonna start the trading again. This is what I do mostly. So right now, look at this one, the structure, how just like printing and pushing to the upside or downside. Still, I just like need to wait for my structure to be formed. If I just like took a loss, doesn't matter. I would like to see how this candle is like about to be closed. Yeah, this candle just like closed in a bullish form. Next candle is still open. There's just like 15 minutes left for this candle to be closed. And I think so. I should give my trade another chance. Still, this candle, why I just like executed here? Look at the rejection of this candle. And it just like broke the body. Okay, I'm just like giving my trade another chance. Actually, you know what? It makes sense by looking at 30-minute time frame again. If it's just like going to broke the low, I will try to give my trade another chance. Let me see how I just like printing right now. 15, 30 minutes. I'm just looking at 30-minute time frame actually. Yeah. Hmm, interesting. Okay. With the same concept. With the same concept, I'm just like giving my trade another chance. Expecting might be volume at this time will help me out. And in the same way, if you just like if you just like come back, I would like to close 50% position. Hmm. Oh man, look at this one. This is something which always happened with me before opening of NY session. But let's see. I just like did not change my bias for the cells. I executed with the same cells with the same concept. Now I'm just like expecting that volume will continuously pushing to the downside. Still, it's just like not pushing to the downside. If it just like come up and retrace again and somewhere here, I will just like going to be close everything actually. You know what? This is something I'm planning right now. So let's see. Let's see if it's just like continuously pushing downside or not. Then I will just like gonna manage the risk again. Can't do anything about it, man. Just like continuously rejecting from this area on a 5 minute time frame. Hmm. 15 minute just like close. 30 minute again broke the low of the previous candle. Expecting volume to continuously pushing to the downside. Yes, this is the same structure still valid. It just like went up, break a high, then it's just like come down. I think so the way just like pushing to the way just like showing volume in it, it will be more better to wait for the opening of NY session. So might be that will bring some volume in the market. This is what always happen. You know what? Before opening of NY session, when there's just like few minutes left for before the opening of NY session, this is something happen. And if there's some kind of a high volatile news coming up, then also I'm just like going to be face this kind of structure. So that's why you just like going to be learn something new here. Whenever there's just like a higher volatile news coming up, market could be react like that easily. Let me see this one, man. Wow, just like pushing upside again. Hmm. Yeah, we might take sells here, but for that we just like need to wait for this candle to be close. Yeah, you are right. This makes sense. Yeah, look at the volume market, just candle just like not pushing anywhere, just like come down pushing upside, come down pushing upside. This is something is just like going on. I need to believe this candle actually. There's just like 10 minutes left for this candle to be close. Just like 10 minutes left for this candle to be close. If once it's just like going to break its own low, then there's a probability it could continuously pushing to the downside. So let's see, man. I can't see volume. Look at this one. This 5 minutes is like about to be closed. Okay, so what is this? Elbow, what is this, bro? News, event trading. Okay, for opinion funding. Okay. Did you take any trades in the session? No, I just like did not take any trade. Okay, 5 minutes before and after the news is domain funding. Yes, just waiting for better structure and waiting for NY open to four trades. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Maybe it's better to wait for break of the previous candle. No week of the of this 50-minute candle. Actually, I just like looking at 30-minute and a H1 time frame. You know why I'm just like executed here, because it's just like continuously rejecting from the psychological number H4, also just like lows below this area again, already just like lows below this area. We have a long rejection candle, rejection wick here. This candle created a wick and break the low. So depending on the volume, I'm expecting it will continuously pushing to the downside. This is something structured on a higher time frame. So that's why I'm just like executed on this trade. I still believe it will work out actually. You know what? But I just like need like volume here. Look at this one, how it's just like reacting right now. I would like to see a market should have to be go a sap in my way, but the way just like moving, only volume will help me out, and I just like can't see volume here. So let's see, just like waiting right now. Look at this 5 minutes, just like continuously rejecting from this area. So if it's just like going to break above, wow, now it's just like pushing to downside. It's just like broke its own low now. So I think so this structure just like gonna work out in this way. Yes, man. Finally. Yeah, finally. Finally. It's pushing to the downside. So just like waiting, just waiting. I need a very beautiful push to the downside. Fill this range, at least fill this range, 40 pip range we are having. Can I grab 25 30 pips out of it? This is something I'm just like looking for. Okay, just waiting for the better structure and waiting for NY open. Okay, it's forceful trade. Maybe it's better to wait and break the previous candle. Yeah, no wick of the 50-minute candle. Okay, the whole of London and the pre-NY session volume is shit. Yeah, exactly. It's due to news. We are having like a high volatile news, and market will take decision after when the news is like settled down. To be honest, so this is gonna happen. Believe me. So before that, there's a very high probability we're just like gonna face these kind of violation or volatility actually in this kind of scenarios. Look at the way how it's just like moving. It's just like not showing even a smooth volume in it. Like it just like created some structure, don't even just like giving confirmation, it's just like going against us, not even giving the confirmation, it's just like going in our favor. If there's a volume, it's just like created a wick break the low of the previous candle, which are having a small body candle, just like created a support, created a resistance. It's a beautiful structure. If it's a pure volume time, higher probability it should be continuously pushing downside and fill this range. This is something I'm expecting from it. But look at the way how it's just like rejecting now. So you know what, I'm just like gonna close this one. Not comfortable with this one. I'm gonna close. Losing less is just like better. So I just like lose $30 till right now. So now I will just like see how this kind of just like about to be closed to give my trade another chance. Yeah, this is something not good. Once it just like went down, went like 14 pips to the downside, then this current candle should have no business to come back and break its opening price. I just like didn't feel comfortable actually, you know what? Still I believe it will continuously pushing downside. But the way just like moving, it's just like not a normal movement, I would say. So yeah, look at this one. It just like took my one loss here, just like tap. It's like a very painful thing when market just like hit your SL and then it's just like pushing to the downside. But we just like we can't do anything. We cannot predict the market, so we just like need to take action on it actually. I didn't took any trade till now. Avoided both sells. Okay, better to wait for the, yeah. We're just like waiting right now. Let's see how this candle just like about to be closed. Just I would say 6 minutes left. And you know what? I don't know why I'm just like getting feeling. These 6 minutes might be just like fill this complete range. So let's see how this like about to be closed. Yeah, look at this one. Oh man. Okay, YouTube. Is that an exhaustion candle or rejection? Yeah, it's exhaustion candle, rejection candle. Both are the same. You can call it exhaustion candle. You can call it as a rejection candle. Sir, show your last week BNL, please. Last week was just like doesn't make much money, but just like standing at 3-4% in profit of this account. 4 hours just like bullish. 1 hour is just like bullish. 30 minutes is bullish. Where 30 minutes just like bullish? Did you see this candle? Why I just like continuously taking sell here? If you just like don't understand these basic concepts, then what I can do for you? Why I'm just like giving my trade another chance? If you know what, if it's just like a smooth volume, if there's just like no FOMC coming up, if there's just like a some complete like a good session time, then this is a very such a beautiful execution structure impulse entry. When when the candle just like broke below this low, higher probability it will fill this range. But the way the market is like moving right now, this is something force me to close your trade. So losing less is just like better. Why didn't you hold yourself? Because market just like went in my favor 15 pips and then it just like rejected and break its opening price. So if you just like wanted to continuously pushing to a downside, then this candle have no business to come back and break its opening price. So I just like need to take action on it. So I just like manage the risk. Still you can see structure still working in the same way. But it is whatever it is. We just like can't do anything about it. It is whatever it is, man. What a rejection. Look at this one. But still, wow, man. Come see this one. In the last 4 minutes just left. I hate this thing. I know my structure were there, but volume just like not helping me out. So all I can do, I just like manage the risk there. I cannot like predict the market. I need to take action. As I'm just like taking action while I just like getting my structure, I just like need to take the action in the same way. If I just like need to manage the risk, I cannot like hold on with this. You know what? How it should be react? How it should be react? It should be as it just like created a wick and break the low, break this low, and went somehow 15-20 pips in my favor. There is no business of this candle to come back and break its opening price. There is no business of this candle. This should have to be continuously pushing to the downside. And why? Because we are having like a clean traffic on the left hand side. It's a tradable beautiful range. We are having this rejection weak structure here. Everything just like align with each other. But what is just like missing here? What is just like missing here? What is just like lagging here due to what I just like need to manage the risk? I was not having volume. And due to less volume, why just like having less volume in the market? Because we are having FOMC. So market will take some decision once we just like get hit by the FOMC. Rather than that, if they're just like really going to be decrease the interest rate, might be gold will continuously pushing to the downside and already priced in, and then the FOMC just like appeared there. That is the only reason gold could continuously pushing to the downside if we just like really wanted to adopt the FOMC price. Look at this man. Still, I'm just like wanted to take a sell. You know what? But it is whatever it is. I can just like, can't do anything. Actually, you know what? Such a beautiful sales. So let's see. Can I go as a dynamic risk? It's a opening of NY. With the opening of NY, again depending on the volume, this could be my last trade, I would say. Then I will just like going to be close the chart and we'll see on FOMC actually. Okay, better to wait than okay. Why you didn't? Okay, I just joined. Is there possibility of shorting the next candle after breaking this candle low and we're creating wick? There's just like one minute, almost like 30 seconds left for this candle to be closed. So let it close now. Let it close now. I would say 4 hour is bullish, 1 hour is bullish, 30 minutes bullish. What? What the fuck? Where? 4 hours just like still open. Previous 4 hours just like close below this area. H1 just like still open, pushing to the downside, about to be closed in 7 seconds. I'm just like going to be give my trade a chance to be honest with the opening of this candle, the new candle. Okay, here I go. I'm giving my trade a chance to be honest. Expecting volume should be continuously pushing it to the downside now. So let's see. Come on, okay. Just like going beautifully in my way. Just like need to manage my risk as well. So 17, 80, 20, 20 pips. Okay, just like close my 80% position, bringing stop loss at break even. Quick decision took by the opening of NY session, going 23 pips in our favor. I just like love my process, to be honest. This is how I just like easily recover my losses. Look at this one. See, within few seconds I can understand what's just like going to be happen on the candles actually. Yeah. So let's see. It's a free trade now. Grab 22, 23 pips. Get back my losses. Now if it's just like continuously pushing downside, that will be my extra bonus. If it just like come back it my break even, I'm not gonna lose anything. I use now opening of NY in my way actually. Guess who is the best? See what a smoothness in it. What was the what a beautiful smoothness in it. You know what? Actually, I just like need to accept this thing today might be my break even day. Even I just like execute it here, still I can make money. But sometime what happen due to some reason you cannot like even market just like go on your way, give you some kind of a beautiful structure. Still you cannot be a part of that thing. But it doesn't mean that your structure just like not gonna work out. You just like need to understand, you just like need to adopt the conditions of the market, what's just like going on there actually. So if it just like never worked out here, then I just like close my two position here, but still I just like did not change my bias, give my trade one more chance with the opening of NY, because the previous candle just like close with the bearish candle, now also close below the previous candle low as well. So why I just like close my still 30% position somewhere here? Why I just like did not close my position or hold my position until here? Because still, still we are having FOMC later. So volatility will be remain there. What just like happened here? It could be happen here again, and you can see by your own eyes how market reacting right now. See this one? And you know what? The way just like pushing to a downside, breaking above the high. So yeah, now we're just like having like a resistance here, I think so. Yeah, we just like go to resistance on a 50-minute above this area. You are having 25-30 pip range, but on a 30-minute time frame, we are having these weeks, I think so. Yeah, complication. So I think so you guys can easily understand how market could react if there is some kind of a high volatile news. So we are having this current resistance. I'm just like getting this current resistance actually, to be honest. I'm taking this current resistance, not looking at 30-50 minute time frame, just like sticking with that 30-minute time frame, having this support area. That's it. So now if I just like wanted to give my trade one more chance, what I will do, I will wait for the 30-minute candle to be close above this area, or I would like to see a 30-minute candle should have to be close below the support area, so that I can give my trade a chance. Okay, this is why we should secure something at 20 pips. Yeah, exactly, it's like very important. I think so YouTube could not even like secure some money here. It's just like went in everything just like happened in few seconds, and YouTube might be having like a 10-second latency, something like that. Why are you okay? Why are you taking sell? You can see that why I just like took the sell there. Okay, MT5 background white कर दो please. क्यों भाई, क्या वजह है? अपनी कर लो हाँ. This week market move like shit man. Yeah, it's a FOMC week actually. Salam bhai, walaikum salam. My chance, any chance, okay, any chance can increase your volume of your mic. You just like need to increase the volume of your side actually. Everything just like fine here. This type of market condition compel the newbie in the trading space to go strategy hopping and indicator fancy. Yeah, many people just like gonna lose their account in this kind of situation. Continuously will try to force themselves to execution on every trade. Suppose it's just like pushing upside, they will just like change their bias, try to take a buy here, then it's just like come down, hit their SL, then they will think that it will continuously pushing down, so they took a sell again, it just like went up, they again got hit by the SL, then they just like think that now it just like create broke like a close below the previous candle low. Now they just like executed somewhere here, expecting it will continue pushing downside again, it's just like pushing upside, take their SL. Now they're expecting might be will continue pushing to the upside, they will just try to take a buy. Now they just like, I would say, get into some kind of a panic psychological condition, so that 2% risks now become like a 20% losing trade. So you can see a very maturity in my execution. One execution, same bias, sell, took a sell, manage risk. Second execution, same place, didn't went 15 pips in my favor, come back, break opening price, close the trade, manage risk. One execution, secure money, manage profit, didn't lose anything, recover the loss. Now I just like knew that in a 30-minute I can easily understand market just like volatile now. I just like need to wait some kind of a structure to be formed, like a candle should have to be close above this resistance area, so we can go for the weak fill structure, or should be close below this support area so we can go towards the downside. See, this is how strong power a risk management having with it. Yeah. Do you x2 your lot size to cover your loss? I mostly never do that. I just like mostly use 0.10, 0.15, 0.25. These three lot sizes I'm just like using on this account, which I'm just like using for the live streams actually only. I never go above than that. मेरा break even हो गया, missed $800 profit. Wow, someone just like missed $800 profit. Got hit by the break even, expecting volume will continuously pushing to a downside, but it is like pushing to the upside. Even it's just like breaking above the high, I'm not going to execute. Okay, so why this number is difficult? Because it's the end of the year. Most of the business tycoon, like I would say hedge funds, institutes, market makers, they just like gonna do some audit. They just like went towards on the holidays, so you just like going to be see volatility in almost like every December. Every December just like behave like that. You can back test it every December actually. You will going to be get almost like the same result. Most of the time this summer just like having volatility in it, so that's why Raja Bros just like mostly took went on a weekend or holidays from 15 December to 15 January, so that 1 month could be volatile. It doesn't mean that you just like not going to be get anything during this month. Might be it will work like that, like someday you just like going to be hit with the volume, and another 4 to 5 days you just like not going to be get anything. This could be happen during the December actually. So if you're just like a good trader, a patience trader, I would say, who just like having patience in it. So patience actually build a good psychology. So the key is actually patience. You know that how the market just like reacting, you will easily adopt it. Will not try to like I would say will not try to like get some kind of prediction, or will not try to, I would say, what I should have to use the words about it, like in simple words, you just like not going to predict the market. You will just like going to adopt the market whatever is just like behaving there actually. So see this one, I did not execute it, did not executing here. See candle breaking the low and break the high. Can anyone explain me what is the meaning of a candle which broke the high of the previous candle, and at the same time it just like broke the low of the previous candle? What this kind of candle just like called actually? What name this candle just like having with it? We assign this candle with the name of, wow, volatile candle. Exactly, it's a clear sign. If you just like have a proper education with yourself, you will easily understand this is a volatile candle. It's just like not taking any decision where to go towards actually. It's just like not showing any kind of potential in it. So in this situation, always wait for the candle to close. It's like very important to wait for the candle to be closed. Drunk candle, someone just like right there, it's a drunk candle. Yeah, it's a volatile candle actually. See, so this is something happened just due to FOMC or volatility. Low volume, no decision, indecision actually just like going on. Market cannot making or cannot, I actually can't make any decision where to go towards, because rate decision, and not even just like a rate decision. It's like very important to listen Paul's speech actually. So whatever just like going to speak with the during the conference, they're just like going to be impact on the market. So not only interest rate, it's just like can take trades by just like only watching the interest rate. It's very important to watch. And okay, I think it's working now. Okay, so see, this is actually called a volatile candle. We can't do anything about it. We're just like heading towards, even we are having a selling structure there, but due to volatility, due to less volume, due to FOMC, market cannot, actually it's just like can't make decision right now. where it should have to be go towards actually. So start doing consolidation. So in this situation, I will 100% will wait for this candle to be closed. I wanted to see some closure of the candle, and then might be I'm just like going to give my trade another chance. Rather than that, if it's just like continuously behaving like that, so there's just like no trade for me. There is just like no trade for me. Yes, I just like lose $3 here, but it's okay. So you can see like two trades, my two losing trades just like recover by with my one winning trade. Due to what? Due to just like managing the risk. That's it. Just a volatile candle. Okay, so market is reacting badly, very badly. I have managed to pass phase one with Raja's smart concept. With the way the market is reacting these days is deadly, bro. Yeah, exactly. So how old are you, bro, and how long you been trading full time? It's been like 5 years. I'm just like in this industry. And yeah, Casper, is Paul allowed to trade as he knows the upcoming rates? They are just like making bunch of money. They knew everything. They could make bunch of money easily. They already rich actually, to be honest. So richer will become rich actually. They knew that where market just like heading towards. They can move the markets easily. All right. Okay, now just like pushing to the downside. But you know what? I cannot take any execution. I cannot go as an impulse entry where market is like breaking above the high, breaking the low. I would like to see for this candle to be close below the support. If I just like really wanted to take a sell here, I would like to see. Look at this one. How many time market just like rejecting from this certain area. Look at this one. Higher time frame. So I just like need volume here. If we're just like going to break below this low, below this area, we are having clean traffic to the downside. Yeah, let's see. If we are trading only one session and we don't get any trade in our session, do we need to go to the next session or call out the day and come back tomorrow? You know, it's all depend on the on your live schedule. If yeah, like two sessions just like suits you, you can go ahead. But you just like need to understand how the other session just like reacting during that volume time. Because if you just like did not get anything during the London session, so might be there are some kind of news coming up during the NY session. So news news volatility, I would say like a news volatility, and you're going to be face like a merge of London and NY. You're going to be face like a volume of NYSC. So might be that will be behave a little different from the London. But if you're just like having a proper grip on your structures, proper grip on your risk management, then nothing can beat you. You can easily read the candles then. December is cooking me live. So relax, chill. If you're just like running any business, is there any business in this world who just like running for all the four season? They're just like going to be get higher and higher sales every month. There are few months when you're just like going to be get less sales than the what you just like getting before. So just like understand it or just like do it as a business. So might be this is a business when you just like going to be get less client. You just like going to be get less sales there. So sales, if you are having like a less sales for a month, while before 11 month or 10 months you just like continuously making money. So just like ask yourself, if you just like not going to be get something in 1 month, will you just like change your business or just like close the business because 11 month you just like make money and 1 month is just like not giving you that much money? Will you like going to be close that business? So this is, but this is also just like going to be implement on the structure you just like learn here. It always worked for you. But if this is like a volatility, if there's just like a less volume, If you just like knew that it's December, you just like need to wait. You just like don't need to jump from one strategy to another strategy because your one strategy is like not working because it's December. Bro, this one gold. So what you are doing here, if it's just like gold, if you are not listening what I'm saying, then why the fuck you just like continuously spamming the chat? This thing make me, or just like force me to remove you from the chat actually. To, you know what, I am continuously try to explain you. You are just like did not listen the complete answer of mine, and you just like continuously spamming the chat. This one is gold, and you are dumb. Let me just like write it down here again and again. You are dumb. You are dumb. Okay, tata, bye bye, take care, take care. I am the owner of this channel. Take care, bye bye. Never will see you again. Take care. Here he gone. The person just like gone. So, just like waiting, just waiting, waiting for the candle to be closed. To be honest, just like waiting for the candle to be closed. Don't know how. I don't know how. Why I just like getting this much light in my room, just due to change the color of the walls. Just like just like getting some light from this area. Even there's just like no light. Look at this one. Yeah, we'll adjust it later actually. Okay, so there's just like 12 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to be closed. 50 minutes just like already closed with with the shape of volatile candle. I would like to see a 30-minute should have to be closed somewhere towards to the upside or to the downside. So then I will think if I can give my trade one more chance. I will see. Just like waiting. So there's just like 10 minutes left for this candle to be closed, and I think so if in this last 10 minutes, if I just like break this low, close below this support area, if I just like going to be get some kind of a single candle just like about to be closed below this support area, so depending on the volume again, I will like to give my trade a chance. Might bit will continuously pushing to a down, so we are having like a very beautiful range here. Look at this one. Can I see the 50-minute time frame? This one area where I could secure some position actually. This could be the area because it's having like a minor support here. So just like waiting, just like 10 minutes left, just 10 minutes left. I'm just like waiting for my turn actually. You know what, I cannot chase the market even this kind of condition. I would like to wait for my turn. If it's just like going to give me my turn, then I'm just like going to give my trade a chance. If it's just like not giving me any kind of probability, any kind of confirmations, so yeah, I can't do anything about it. Today just like very few people just like appear on a both side, like on a Zoom and on a YouTube as well. Everyone just like become like a, I would say, a mature trader. They knew that today just like FOMC, and we just like not gonna trade actually. A perfect decision taken by anyone. Hello guys, hell guys, sir. I'm not from the hell, bro. Yeah, I'm good. Perfect, fine, great. Waiting for the breakout structure. Can't feel the volume there. Okay. Okay, can you show us your trade history while waiting for the trade history for this one today? This one? I just like want me to show you my complete trade history actually. All history. This is something. So you can see I just like took profit losses, something like that. Continuously managing the risk on my small account, which is just like used for the education purpose. But still, even with the small account, I just like make 50% of this capital, like 5,000, just like standing at 25 $50. And if you're just like looking at this commission actually due to I just like try to trade on BTC, and they're just like having like very high commission there. If you're just like going with one lot, might be just like need to pay $24. So if you just like open three to four lots, your $100 will be gone. So this is something due to trading on like BTC. But looking at this profit, so 2550 in 2 months, like on a small account of 50,000, sorry, a $5,000, it's like I just like made 2550. It's just like a 50% of this capital. So the same strategy, if I'm just like going to be implement on 100K even, it's just like going to give me the same results. Might be 50,000 on 100K. So just like look at the education which I'm just like providing you. Just look at the structure which I'm just like offering you. Doesn't matter what load size you are just like using there. All the things will be react in the same way. So yeah, okay, all right. What is your A plus setup? There's nothing like A plus. All the structure which just like give me the probability, it's like A plus for me. Nothing for me, just volatility. We'll see tomorrow in London after FOMC. Yeah, that's a perfect plan. Drove very nicely. I am also having like similar to your plan. So yeah, take care, take care. Okay, brother, what is your name? My name is Kaiser. Kaiser. Quaiser. Kaiser. The meaning of Kaiser is just like a king. King of somewhere. I don't know from where, but the meaning of Kaiser is just like a king. Okay, so just like waiting. 5 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to be closed. Look at this one. Broke the low, broke the high, broke the low, broke the high. It's about to be closed in 5 minutes. Just like about to close in 5 minutes. King of the land of gold. Yeah. Let's see. Just like waiting for this candle to be closed. So the next candle creator we can break above the high. Expecting volume could push it to the upside. But I just like need to see what's just like going to be happen there. Just like a volatility I can see just like a volatility. Look at the way how candle just like moving. Yeah, which is much better, break even or risk free at 101 with same stop loss? How you can get like 101 with a risk free? There is still 1% just like one portion just like on a stake. If you just like bring it at a break even, that will bring it in the shape of free trade. Why did you take more than trade two trades? Because I wish to trade more trades. Might be that's why. Sometime what happened, I just like use a dynamic risk, so I just like put two entries or three entries, something like that. Just like tore my position into two three pieces. So dynamic risk also makes sense. So that time you will see I that will be show like two three trades, two three or four trades, something like that. But the rule for everyone. The house rules are just like 1 to 2 trades, maximum 3 trades, or 1 to 2% risk of your capital. If you are just like a beginner, or I would say a intermediate in this journey actually. Once you just like become pro, then you will not going to be need me anymore actually. So understand this thing. Okay, some inner devil. No, no, inner devil. We have employment cost index red folder where? Oh, I just like did not see that one. Let me see. Employment cost in, I don't think so just like going to be have an impact, but it's just like coming up within 3 minutes. Yeah. So let's see. Might be this kind of going to be close above this resistance area. Next kind of creator we can break above the high, and that news is like going to be also in our favor, so we can get something there. Very important right now to wait for this candle to be close, and news also coming up. News is just like also coming up. Okay, I think so it could give us not a much bigger move, but a little push up or push to the downside. Let's see. I deposited $15 and took it to 157 in 3 weeks, and my target to withdraw at 160, but it hit my SL of $3, and then after that I blow my account in 10 minutes out of frustration. How to deal with it? You know what? How you just like flip your $15 into 157 in 3 weeks, because you were just like taking over risk there. So if you just like taking your over risk there, if you just like making money, like it's just like not even 100, 200, 300, it's something like 1000% profit actually. You know what? So if you just like going something with a high risk, you just like going to be get the same results if it's just like going against you. So this is something what happened with you. $15 to 157, you should have to withdraw this one, should have to be convert yourself into some pro firm account. Rather than that, this $15 is just like nothing. Just like but don't try to deposit it again. You cannot going to be get some kind of a psychological emotions in it, because it's a very very less amount you are having with you. And if you just like try to do something again somehow like somehow like this, like flipping $15 to 157, there is only one day will be enough for you to blow a complete account or even your profit, and not even just like your profit with your actually you just like gonna lose your own account own money as well, because you are taking high risk. You just like not going with the proper risk management, you are not going with the proper, I would say, process. You try to flip your life in one night, so you are taking high risk there, and this not gonna work out. That's why 95% people around this world are just like failed in this industry. This is the major reason actually. So 20-minute candle just like close somehow like this in a bullish form. H1 still open, M30, M15 just like close within the range. We just like hit with the news just like right now pending, showing bad numbers. If it's just like showing the bad numbers, gold should be continuously pushing to the upside. If it's just like wanted to continuously pushing upside, might be just like creating a wick. But look at this structure. Even if there's any kind of news, look at the structure. I don't like this structure. I don't like the way it's just like moving. Did you ever see some kind of a volatile news came up and market just like reacting like that? When the market is like going to be hit some kind of a high volatile news, it will not going to show you some kind of movement. It will open somewhere here or open somewhere here. So nothing gonna impact on the market right now. Nothing for me, to be honest. Nothing for me. Still I'm just like waiting for now this candle to be closed. Yes, you know what is it right now? We are continuously tapping to this psychological number. See this one? We continuously tapping to this psychological number. We did not get a single bullish candle which could be close above this area. I think so. With my perspective, it's not a confirmation, it's just like not a confirmed thing, but with my perspective, if we just go if we just like going to be get some candle which is like going to be close above this 4200, then there is a probability it could continuously pushing to the upside. If it just like remain below this 4200, and then FOMC appear and Paul just said something which is like going to be strong the dollar actually, so then we will see, we will start pushing to the downside from this area. So yeah, this is something like we need to understand. It's just like actually reacting to this 4200. It's respecting to this 4 while it was just like coming down, while it was just like coming down, it was behaving in the same way, respecting 4200. While it just like come down, try to pushing to the upside, again it's just like respecting to the same area of 4200. So I will just like keep this number in my mind, and we'll see if I can going to be get some kind of close above this area or close below this area during the FOMC, actually, especially just during the FOMC. Right now I can't see anything, to be honest. So yeah, should wait 1 hour close screen range above. Din voodoo. Din, what is this name? Din voodoo, whatever it is, bro. Then I don't think so. We just like going to be get something before the FOMC. It's a NY session, and you know what? How much time left for the FOMC? There's just like 5 hours. Let me just see. There's just like 5.30 hours left for the FOMC. So I think so. It will going to be react in the same way. If it's just like going to push in one direction before FOMC coming up, so that spin is just like going to be priced in. Then it will continuously going towards that direction. That is the probability. But if it's just like no, if it's just like continuously like reacting to this area, then with the FOMC, if it's just like going to break and close above 4200, or if it's just like going to break below the support area, so there will be a very beautiful execution you just like going to be see there. It's dog moved. Dog moved the last 2 weeks. I am heading off for today. I am looking for only clean air plus structure this month. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Wait for your turns actually. If you just like didn't saw something on a chart which you actually wanted to see, don't ever try to force yourself for the execution. It's better to take a pain of a missing trade to take a pain of a losing trade actually. So yeah. Okay, so like if I open 0.02 lot with 10 pips stop loss, then after gaining 10 pips I close 0.01%, and at the market run it will give me edge of stop loss being below the opening price. Okay, so yeah, that may also make sense. You can also go with that kind of risk management. If you just like really wanted to hold your trade with the same stop loss, you can just like close some position. Now your stop loss will be remain the same place. Now it could be it also such kind of a break even thing. I understood your question now. So yeah, that makes sense. A sharp move, I would say. Which software is this when you mark the zones? It's a built-in function of Zoom. How did it go for from $15 to 157 in December? How it is that even possible? By just like taking over risking actually only. And you can see by taking over risking, one bad day will be enough for him to lose complete 157, and it's his own $15 as well. Audio is so low, bro. I can't do anything about it. Cash buy when FOMC happen, I don't know. You just like need to find it out at your own self. Which how many trades you took today? I just like took 3 trades during the live stream. One chance, second chance, third chance, but all the trades were just like in same direction. These all were like in the same direction, and I'm just like standing almost like a break even, I would say. Just like lose $3. So after taking 2 3 days, I knew that now it's just like going to be do some kind of a consolidation. So I stopped myself at break even. I could stop myself at a minor loss, because taking 1% loss or 2% loss is just like way better than to take a loss of 20% or 30% of your capital. Just like need to ask yourself one question: is it easy to like recover 2% to the next day, or is it easy to recover like 20% towards like when you just like coming to the next day? So yeah, you will get the answer. Just getting bored now. You know what? I'm really getting bored. Yes. Rate cut changes are very high. It's bullish for gold. No, it could be bearish for gold. They are like cutting the interest rate. Paul just like going to become hero. Trump just like going to become hero. They just like bringing the like I would say for a short term. I in a simple word, for a short term, gold could be pushed to the downside if Paul just like going to be say we're just like getting control on inflation. We are getting proper control on inflation, and we just like doing blah blah, and it's just like going to be support the economy, so gold will be crash for a short term sales, I would say. Then it will be stop somewhere, then again it will start pushing upside because they're cutting the interest rate. It might be good for their currency, for their public, but foreign investment, they're not going to invest in that country if they're just like going to be decrease the interest rate. They're just like going to be get less profit there. So if you just like look at the bigger picture, gold on a higher time frame, it's just like in a very strong bullish momentum. So might be with this FOMC, we could push down like 300, 400, 500, or even a thousand people, I would say. Then it will be stay somewhere and do some kind of consolidation, and again it will start pushing upside. So at the end, it should have to be go to the upside actually. From 1st January, is market going to be normal again? I don't know. I'm not a market maker. We are retail trader. We cannot predict it. We can just like only read the candles. If the candle size just like start become like bigger, so it's mean volume is there. If you just like start doing some kind of volatility, like how you can see on the chart right now, or if you're just like going to be print with the small bodies, so we cannot put volume by our own self. So yeah, even we cannot even predict the December, that December, the whole December just like not going to be having the volume in it. It's just like a probability. But most of the December just like work like that. So due to our experience, I'm just like telling you my perspective. Most of the December days do not having volume in it. I'm thinking of buying a challenge from Dominion Funding. Yeah, go ahead. Nothing on the chart actually. Just nothing. So you know what? Don't you think it's a forceful live stream? You guys are not asking me question, and I'm continuously speaking, and we both are not interested in any buys and sell. But let's see. Guess you think a break below previous is a good setup? Let me see. Let me see your chart. So if you just like break below this area, just like need to understand if you just like going to break below this area, how much range it is when you just like going to be hit this support. If it's a tradable range, then this makes sense. If it's like a 20-30 pip range, then I will say this, there's just like you need like a lot of volume here to go through these all rejections to push and hit this level area. You just like need a lot of volume actually. And if is there's just like a normal volume, higher probability it could reject from here, it could reject from here, or it could reject from here as well. So don't try to take a forcefully trade before the FOMC. It's just like going to be impact everywhere. In January we'll start coming volume back. Yes. Salam alaikum salam. Okay. Almost 1 month I trade my funded account, but still I am in break even. So I change my name is break even. Please give me a tips. You just need to adopt the market. You know what? Before the summer, we were just like easily grabbing like 40 pips, 50 pips, 60 pips, 100 pips even. But now market just like giving us 20 pips, 15 pips, 30 pips, something like that. Just like grab these money. Just like grab these chunks only. Don't try to predict the market. I always said that. Just like dope the market. If market is like giving you 15, 20 pips, just like start taking that one. We will be come back from the break even stage. I hope you will just like change from this name to profitable, something like that. What's your main account size? It's irrelevant, and I just like do not want you to tell this thing. Okay, okay, something private. Just see what I'm just like offering you. If I'm just like taking some trades, making money, I'm just like doing same behave on my others account as well. Do you think I'm just like giving you education, like a quality education, and I'm just like not going to be implement for myself? So just like use the common sense. From your experience, when does the volume come back after the summer? Actually, you know what? Sometime in the middle of the summer, sometime we just like grab some opportunity due to high volume, that also possible. But most of the time after 10th January or 15th of January, most of the time, because I think so in the first week or a second week might be we are having some kind of CP or some kind of something like that. We're just like going to be having like some news data, and we are expecting volatility there too. But in a clear way, I would say, if you're just like talking about a clear way when like a higher probability, then I will say like 15th of January. 15th of January, after that, most probability that we just like start getting the volume again. Still probability. So the 50-minute can just like about to be closed. It's just like pushing to the upside now. So 30-minute is a 15-minute time frame. I'm looking at this one actually. About to be closed in 3 minutes. Let's see. And you know what? I'm not interested in buys now. You know why? Can anyone tell me why I'm just like not interested in buys if if this 50-minute or 30-minute just like if this 50 minutes is like going to be closed somehow somewhere here, suppose that in a smaller time frame. So why I am just like cancel my plan to take a buy? Can anyone explain? Can anyone explain? 4200. That's a psychological number, but look at this one. It's just like tapping to that area now. Anything else because of the previous rejection? No. Anything else? Anyone? There is the answer. I just like got from somewhere. There are just like 15 minutes left for the H4 closure. So most of the candle just like leaving a wick. So if H4 just like going to leave a wick, there is a probability it could take your 130-minute time frame easily. Yeah, those all things just like something different. We can depend on the volume sometime. If there's just like no range that it will continuously pushing to the upside, we just like do that thing many time. But right now there's just like I would say 15 minutes left for the H4 closure, and also we are having this resistance area. We do not have a clean traffic. Candle also close with no upper wick as well. 15 minutes left for the H4 candle. You know what? I am I'm just like listening to my inner devil. My inner devil just like jumping in. He's just like telling me if it's just like push upside and then it's like start flipping to the downside because we do not have a upper wick. Can we take a sell here? So let's don't going to be, actually I'm not going to be execute on this one. Just like anticipating, like I'm just like anticipating like a paper trade. So like a demo count. If it just like tap this area, and if I just like took a sell, can I fill this complete range? Let's see if it could happen or not. And in this way right now I knew that there's just like 50 minutes left for the H4 candle to be closed. So I'm just like anticipating into it without taking it actually, just so it's just like creating a wick now pushing to the upside. If now it just like reject from this area, break its opening price, so I will try to like anticipate into it by just like visualizing it actually. So let's see if it just like worked out or not. Let's see now, just like created a wick. Okay, so now I'm gonna execute in my mind. eh, Now I'm just like executed in my mind. My stop loss is somewhere here. Let's play this game. This is my SL. This is my SL. This is my entry. Wow, what a writing I'm having. And this is my target. This one. Target. Target. my target. Let's see. Let's see if it just like worked out like this or not. So I don't know what is taking place on the market to the extent that I was about to judge the strategy. Okay, the answer is the target is small. All right, meaning that no clean range, bro. Yeah, these days market is unpredictable because it's a December. So I'm just like anticipating a trade, just like by visualizing it, it's just like going against me right now. Let's see. Still, I'm holding with myself in my mind only. Execution in mind, yeah. These are just like execution in my mind. There's just like 10 minutes left for this H4 candle to be closed. Previous M15 just like do not have a upper wick. We are having like a resistance on the left hand side, and just like depending on that things probability, I'm expecting it could continuously pushing to the downside again because there's like few minutes left and it's just like going to hit my SL, I think so. Yeah, my mind SL just like going to be hit. It's nearby my mind SL. Let's see. Okay, H4 still open. H1, M30, M15. Let's see. My SL still holding my position right now. Candle going back to range, close 50% in your mind, Mr. Gano. I'm not gonna close 50%. Look at my SL. My SL just like 20 pips. I'm not gonna manage it. I, I just like wanted to see if I just like predicting the market, what could happen with me, because I never ever try to predict the market. So I just like wanted to see what could be happen if I just like try to predict the market. It's just for fun actually. In morning executed is also executed me by hitting SL. Oh, if current candle 30-minute close at or above 4204, does this validate a buy on next candle break above previous high? Yeah, that makes sense. That also makes sense. But right now it's like very important to wait like at least 10 minutes, because in 10 minutes we're just like going to be get a one H4 candle just like going to be closed in a bearish form. Then with by looking at smaller time frame, is using the volume of NYSE smaller time frame will respect the higher time frame H4, and we just like got some kind of confirmation candle there. There's a higher probability you could go for the buys. Right now, just like waiting to see how this H4 just like about to be closed actually. Oh, my mind stop loss is like got hit. My stop loss, it just like took my mind stop loss. Can I give my trade another chance in my mind? If it just like come down and break its low again. Okay, let's see. If it just like come down, break its own low again, I just like executed with the second position with the same perspective, giving my trade a second chance in my mind. That's it. And if I just like lose this trade now, I'm gonna close the chart in my mind as well. Let's see. This time, could it go in my favor and fill this range or not? And can I recover this loss? Let's see. The most important thing actually, does market going to be react in the same way what I'm expecting from it actually? The H4 about to be closed, M15 do not have upper wick, it should have to create a wick, continuously pushing downside and fill this range. This is something I'm just like wanted to see actually. We are forgetting all the sense and education. Yeah. This is like nothing on the chart. You're just like waiting, and I'm just like playing the games actually, to be honest. There's just like nothing on the chart. It's like very important to see how this 30 minute, it's like a 50 minute, how this 30 minutes is like about to be closed, how this H4 just like about to be closed. It's like really very important right now. So just like waiting actually, to be honest. There's no buys and sells. I'm just like looking at this one. Just like try to teach what could be happen if you just like try to force a trade when you just like having less probability in the lower time frame and higher time frame just like about to be closed. Yeah. My question is, do you allow trading with no stop loss in Dominion funding, because sometimes SL is acting as if it's a scam to us traders? The market hits SL and starts going to your favor. What? First of all, it's not me who was just like the owner of Dominion funding, so I don't know that is this any kind of rule going to be implemented there. And the second thing, you have a proper team there on their Discord channel. Any question regarding to Dominion funding, you can ask them. They will definitely give you the right answer. Yeah. Wow, just like pushing. So over second trade, where I just like give my trade a second chance, it's running in profit right now. So let's see if it's just like going to be wrecked in the same way or not. Oh, what a rejection. So 6 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to be closed. Just like 6 minutes left. Just 6 minutes left. I just like need to remove this thing actually. I don't want to miss the opportunity if I just like got some opportunity there. Here you go. H1. Okay. M30. Yes. M15. Okay. It's just like waiting right now. Yeah. Thanks for the teaching, bro. I have gained skill from YouTube and I am profitable. May God bless you and Raja, more blessing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, bro. Really appreciate it. Just like waiting for this candle to be closed. 4 hour, 30-minute H1, all time frame just like about to be closed in 5 minutes. Now we are heading towards NYSE volume. But don't forget that if you're just like going to face NYSE volume, on the other side, still we are having FOMC later. There's just like 4 hours almost left for the FOMC to hit the market actually. So there's a probability we could see some kind of volatility. Man, today I'm just like getting bored actually. Just like 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left for the H4 closure. H1 just like about to be close. M30 about to be close. M15 about to be close. After closure of this candle, actually not after closure of this candle. Now I just like need to readjust the zones actually. I just like need to readjust the zones. On a 30-minute, this currents don't make sense. On a 50-minute, it also like a same zone on a 30 50-minute as well. This makes sense. So 2 minutes left. Just 2 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to be closed. H1 just like about to be closed above this resistance area. H4 just like about to be closed above that 4200 level. So I'm waiting actually. We're having like a very beautiful range on the H4, higher time frame H1, M30, 40 pips. M15 we are having some trouble, but by depending on the volume it could continuously pushing upside. So let's see. Just like waiting right now. Just 2 minutes left. Feeling sleepy, man. Yeah, there is no volume till right now. Yeah, due to FOMC, definitely. Just due to FOMC. It's again rejecting now, pushing to the downside. Last minute. Just last minute left for this candle to be close. Wow. See, the candle just like do not have upper wick now. It's just like the last minute H4 just like leave this wick. This wick, which is it's just like leave. It's like a 40 to 45 pips. So 30 minutes just like close, but the wick is just like bigger than the body. Like let me look at H1, just like showing strong bullish momentum in it. You know what? Look at this one. Just look at this one. Where this H4 candle actually closed. Look at the level. Look at the price on the left and on the right hand side. Where it just like closed. Not above the 4200, not below the 4200. So volatility, I think so. We just like gonna fight with this range actually until FOMC. Higher probability. We just like gonna fight with this range actually. And then with FOMC, if we just like break above this high, give got some confirmation candle, probability could push continuously pushing upside. And if we just like got broke below this area, there's a probability we could continuously pushing to a downside. Okay, it's going to buy. No, nothing there actually. There's just like nothing for me, to be honest. Look at the way how this H4 just like about to be closed. I would like to see this candle to be close above this somewhere here, above like 42, this psychological number. But it just like close right on a psychological number. So still it's just like I think it's still respecting to this area. M15 also closed in a bearish form right at this level. So if a candle close above this area, so that makes sense, could continuously pushing upside. But till right now there's just like nothing on the chart for me. So FOMC will decide what gonna happen actually. It's whether it's just like going towards upside or whether it could go to the downside. All right, so the 4 hour candle should close in 58 minutes. What? It just like closed, bro. 4 hour just like closed. Look at this one. This 4 hour just like closed. See this one. I think so. My second entry just like running in profit right now. Is this not a valid buy with dynamic risk? Now an add risk after break above previous high? No. You know what? Dynamic risks are something when we just like having high probability setup. If there's something you knew that we are having FOMC market just like showing some kind of volatility, having less volume in it, don't ever try to go with the dynamic risk. There's a higher probability you just like gonna lose that one. Go with the confirmation like structures there and try to grab some chunks and do manage the risk. Don't compromise with that one in this these kind of scenarios what market is like showing right now. Okay, so I'm just like heading off now. I think so, just like continuously pushing to a downside now, but will might do some kind of a consolidation in this area. Yes, nothing I can see on the chart actually. I can't see volume, can't see any confirmation. H4 also closed within 4200 range. Smaller time frame just like close in a bullish form. M30 but M15 just like rejecting from the resistance on the left hand side. This resistance also connected with the 30-minute resistance. Look at this candle respected the previous candle high, broke the low, coming upside, no volume were there. So it will be best thing to wait for the FOMC to settle its dust. That's the only thing. Yeah, it might be start ranging before the news. Higher probability. It's a higher probability it could start ranging before the news. So I'm just like heading off now. We'll see you guys. Tomorrow is Thursday. Is it Thursday tomorrow? Let me see this one. Oh, tomorrow is Thursday, so I will just like going to be see you guys during London session, like 2:30 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, we'll see you guys there. So, as I just like whenever I'm just like going to close the stream, I always advise you guys don't try to force yourself for the execution. If there is like no structure, and today you are having FMC later right after few hours, so don't be greedy. Just relax, chill, wait for your things to be appear on the chart, and then just like execute. You know how you can. It's just like not a last day of forex industry. If you cannot trade like during the FOMC, it doesn't matter. You're just like not gonna lose anything. Believe me, another day will bring a lot of much clear opportunity. Like on a Thursday, I'm expecting we just like going to be get like a beautiful energy, beautiful like opportunity on a Thursday as well. Because FOMC will be came out, Paul just like already said whatever just like wanted to say during the conference. Actually, things will be settled down. Structure will be might be start creating clean ranges. So higher probability on Thursday might be we just like gonna grab something there. So till that, we'll see you. We'll see you there. Be safe. Stay tuned. Take care and bye bye.